Today is Thursday. It is Thursday all day. It is February 12th, Lincoln's birthday.
Yes.
And this is 2015, right?
Yes, it is.
2015 it is. I was just checking.
All year.
All year long, it'll be 2015 up until around the end of the year.
You think?
Okay, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Thursday morning. It's going to be a good one.
Oh, it is that. Who's our guest today?
I'm excited. Today we have Major James Ladd, or Andy Ladd, Cuffs, better known, with Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. He is the Assistant Director of Operations, but he's also the Director of Wings Over Wayne Air Show and Open House.
Wow.
We interviewed Andy recently, and oh my goodness, he had so much to tell us about the Wings Over Wayne Air Show. Excited for you all to hear him on today's show.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a great program. You will not want to, and you know, we can't talk about the entire program.
Right.
We just scratched the surface because it is such a great event here in Wayne County.
You have to come experience it yourself.
I'm telling you, it is a great event.
That's right. We also have Julie Beck on today. Julie.
You're kidding!
No, I'm not kidding.
Julie's with us today.
She is, and Julie, of course, is the president of Mount Olive Area Chamber of Commerce.
That's right.
Yes, and she's a mess, but she's always got the best interest of Mount Olive and always is there to represent and have creative ideas. So stay with us to find out more about what's happening.
Julie is a good friend, and she works really hard. She makes it look easy, but she is one hard-working individual.
Yes, she is.
To put forth the best look and whatever's best for the city of Mount Olive.
That's right.
That's what she's doing. She's doing
Exactly
a good job.
Right.
That
Oh,
is-
tonight is the big Majesty Rose concert.
That's tonight?
At the Paramount Theater, 7 o'clock. Excited that she's got a sellout show, and actually there's going to be quite a few folks from Seymour Johnson attending today. The city partnered with them, and there'll be at least about 250 folks. Yes,
Really?
from on base that will be coming to attend the show. So we're really, really excited and honored to have them, and thrilled for Majesty, her first big concert.
So it may be sold out. Don't know, but
Yeah, we've gotten word that it may be.
it may be. So you need to check.
And for the few who don't know who Majesty Rose is, Majesty is a young lady from right here in Goldsboro, one of our very own local talents, who made it into the top 10 of American Idol and toured with them this past summer and hit 40 different cities all summer traveling with American Idol. So we're very proud of her and wish her well. And she has her big show tonight.
That's right. And if you don't know who Majesty Rose is, two things. Number one, welcome to Wayne County.
Yes.
And number two, if you've been here a while, you need to come out of that cave. You really do. All right.
Or attend her concert tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, today's the 12th. You know what?
Yes, it
Saturday
is.
is Valentine's Day.
Oh my goodness.
It
How about
is.
that? Happy Valentine's.
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
That's exactly
It's a big
right.
Valentine weekend. I'm sure many of our restaurants here in Goldsboro and Wayne County have got all kinds of specials and fun things happening
Oh, yeah.
for many of us. And a lot of people like to do something completely different, be creative, make up your own thing to do. You never know.
You know what? That's right.
A card's always nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice
oh, yeah.
gift
Sure. Card is always
give your
good. Yeah,
Valentine.
at least you're thinking, you know, at
About
least
them.
About them. That's exactly right. You know, a few days ago, well, a couple of weeks ago now, we had a list of people who and what they did, the jobs they had before they became famous.
Yes, yes. You
And
got
I
more of
mentioned
those?
Orlando Bloom, Beyonce Knowles,
Yes.
Mick Jagger, some others, Warren Buffett.
Yes, we talked about that.
We talked about Warren Buffett, and if you missed it, he had cash going through his hands even as a young man. One of the richest men in the world, Warren Buffett, his first job was at his grandfather's grocery. And he eventually worked his way up to J.C. Penney. But Amy Adams is an actress.
Yes.
She needed cash to buy a car after high school, so she spent 2 months working at Hooters.
Well, how about that?
How about in a restaurant? Yes, waiting tables. Good for her. Ozzy Osbourne, kind of a weird guy,
Unusual.
but a nice guy. Ozzy Osbourne, I just lost him. Here we go. Some early jobs. Oh my goodness, no.
Are you scared to say?
I am. He worked at a. Well, he worked at well, I can't say. Let's just say a food preparation place.
Okay, we'll leave
in
it
the
at
early
that.
days. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no food involved with that. In fact, Matthew McConaughey wanted to get away from Texas for a while, so he spent a year in Australia.
Oh, wow.
To support himself, he took a number of jobs, including one that involved shoveling chicken
Extras.
out. Yes, chicken houses and stuff. Yes, cleaning those out. Yeah,
Wow.
Clint Black.
Oh, yeah.
When he was 14, he sold newspaper subscriptions door to door.
Hadn't heard about old Clint in a long time.
I know.
He's been kind of quiet.
He got
living his
married,
life.
you know,
Yeah.
several years ago. You don't see him anymore.
He's just enjoying life.
Oh, yeah, that's what he's doing, yeah. Gwen Stefani earned some cash
yeah.
in her early days mopping floors at a Dairy Queen.
Good old Dairy Queen.
All of a sudden, I'm a fan of Gwen Stefani.
You love a Dairy Queen, huh?
I do, and I love somebody that will do that.
Yes.
She mopped floors at a restaurant. That's good for her. Rod Stewart had a number of jobs before his
I bet he
music career
did.
took off, but he was indeed a grave digger at one point. He was indeed. Warren Beatty used to catch rodents.
Oh, my goodness.
He caught rodents to pay bills before hitting it big. Jimmy Stewart, one of my
Yes.
favorite entertainers and actors, man of many talents from acting to Air Force general and all points in between. As a young man, though, he had a job painting lines on roadways.
Somebody's got to do that.
And
We
spent-
need it done
that's-
correctly.
And he also spent two summers as a magician's assistant.
Oh, but that was interesting.
He never disappeared, though.
No, we didn't.
Chubby Checker
Yes.
was a chicken plucker
Okay.
at Fresh Farm Poultry in Philadelphia. His boss would let him sing to entertain the customers.
Or the chickens.
And the chickens. When the boss realized how talented he was at chicken plucking, he arranged for Checker to have a recording session with Dick Clark.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So you're not good for this business. You need to go somewhere else.
Yes. Well, let's go to our interview right now. Have you heard that Wings Over Wayne Air Show is coming back to your community right here in Goldsboro? Joining me in the studio today is Major James Ladd. He's with the 335th Fighter Squadron right here at Seymour Johnson. We're so very proud to have him in the studio today. He's the director of the Wings Over Wayne Air Show and the assistant director of operations. Thank you so much for being with us. Everybody here knows you as Cuffs.
That's right.
Is that correct?
That's right.
So glad to have you today, and we are thrilled. Our entire community is thrilled to have Wings Over Wayne coming back. Gosh, we haven't had it since 2011.
That's correct. Yeah. Back in
2011,
2011,
yeah.
And actually I was sitting in this same spot as the director for the 2011 air show as well.
So it was smart to bring you back.
So yeah, it's an exciting opportunity for me to be able to do it one more time. So it's
Well,
great.
tell me how it's different in 2014 or 15 than it was in 2011.
So in 2011, when I first became the director, I decided to do something a little bit different, get a little out of my comfort zone, try to expand the aperture a little bit for the air show. We added a concert, 2 different concert performances, if you remember, and we tried to get a couple more ground activities,
Right.
expand activities for kids and things like that, just to make it a really enjoyable experience. So we're trying to do the exact same thing for 2015. So we're going to kind of keep that trend going and just see
Yeah.
if we can kind of enhance what we've already tried to establish as a world-class event on the base.
Well, we are so excited about it. You know, we've promoted and we're working towards making sure everyone understands what a big thrill this is and what a massive open house to we feel like it's our Seymour Johnson. You know, we are so proud, so proud of having a military base right here in Goldsboro. We have such a partnership with you all. And our entire community is thrilled to know that we feel like you're opening the doors for us to come and see.
And that's exactly right. And as far as the Air Force is concerned, it is an open house. We say air show because that's what most people identify
Right.
with, because there's a lot of exciting airplanes and things like that going on. But it is an open house, and the whole purpose of having it is, most of the time, especially in a community like Goldsboro, you've got this Air Force base that's out there
Right.
with these gates and
That's
guards and
right.
everything. And for us, once every 2 years, we open the gates and we invite our citizens in to see what is behind those gates. And so hopefully when they come on May 16th and 17th, they'll be able to see our Air Force family and what we do here in Goldsboro. So hopefully we inspire confidence in them, and they see the precision and the teamwork that goes on in the military, and that's really the intent.
Well, we have 2 full days of activities,
Yeah.
2 full days where you can come and enjoy and really just breathe the air and have an experience of what Seymour Johnson and our Air Force is all about.
That's right. So we tried to make it to where you could come all day long on Saturday and spend your whole time going from here to there and still not see everything. So I'm hoping that people will take the opportunity to come for both days so that they can really just enjoy the experience and to really walk around and talk to some of the airmen that are on our base, talk to them, get to know them, see what their jobs are like, what that entails, where they're from. We have airmen on our base from all over the world, and so it's a really exciting opportunity for them to meet them, learn a little bit about them personally, but then how they fit into the big piece on how we operate at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. So great opportunity for them to meet our airmen as well as see all the neat and fun, exciting events for sure.
For sure. So it's May 16th and 17th.
That's correct.
Now, take me on the day of an event. So we're driving up to that gate. So what happens from there? Walk me through it.
So normally you wouldn't be able to drive through our gates, but you'll be able to on May 16th and 17th drive right onto the base. We've got a parking plan, so we'll park you. If you're parked a little bit away from the ramp, we're going to bus you over to the ramp, so you don't have to worry about walking really far distances. But then you'll walk out onto a ramp, and you'll see all the aircraft that not only the Air Force but all of our other sister services have to offer. So you'll see helicopters from the Army.
Oh, wow.
You'll see fighter jets from the Navy and the Marine Corps. You'll see old World War II era aircraft, Vietnam era aircraft, all the aircraft that are part of our history. Exactly right. And we'll get to some history in just a little bit. But you'll be able to see all of those airplanes right when you walk on the ramp, and they'll all be out there. So things that most people don't get to see up close and personal. Like,
how up close are we talking about?
Okay, so between you and me, like this close.
Wow.
So you actually reach out there and touch them if you want. So they'll be there for you. A lot of people don't get to see the stealth fighters.
That's
right?
right.
So those will be out there.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Potentially some stealth bombers out there as well. So lots of really interesting aviation-related static displays to see. And I realize not everybody is into airplanes as much as I am. Okay, so we're going to have all kinds of other things for people to look at.
Right.
So we have some classic Mustangs that are going to be out there, where the Porsche Club is going to come out there. They're going to be fire trucks. So our fire chief on base, he's bringing in a ton of fire trucks out there. So they're going to be out there. We also have really neat events that are going on. So our security forces has a canine division.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're going to do a canine dog demonstration. So some poor guy is going to put on a suit and
be
the dog's going to, exactly right. And you'll be able to talk to them and
wow.
see how they train the dogs and how their relationship goes and be part of that aspect of their lives. We've invited the U.S. Air Force Honor Guard drill team. Who they do all the rifle spinning and things like that. So we're hoping that they're going to come down and perform as they did in 2011. So they put on a great show and they were really good. We're going to have our maintainers who load weapons, so missiles and bombs and things like that. And they're not real. They're not going to explode. It's all safe. I promise.
Thank you.
Yes, but they're going to show you how they do that job as far as loading those up on airplanes. So you'll be able to get right up next to the F-15E, which is what I fly, and see how they do that, which is really exciting. So lots of things planned. One thing that's really kind of interesting is we've got the world's greatest pool player.
World's greatest pool, as in
billiards.
Okay.
Right. He's gonna be out there, and he's gonna attempt to set a Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh, wow.
While at our air show. So that's pretty exciting.
How neat.
To see him out there, he's a patriotic gentleman who wants to come out and support us, and he plays pool, and he's like, well, what can I do? How can I get involved? I love the military. I love our country, and it's like, well, do what you do. We appreciate that. Come on out and mix and mingle with us as well. So that's exciting. Exactly right. Exactly right. So that's kind of exciting.
Well, one of the things that I think is most interesting about the entire event, yes, you get to see these planes, but you actually get to talk to pilots.
That's correct.
You get to find out their experiences, how it happened, where they were trained, why they do what they do, and see the passion in their eyes as they talk about what they do and why they do it.
Well, fighter pilots love to talk about themselves. And that's the whole point. So you go out there and you meet them and you learn, hey, where did you grow up? What made you interested in becoming a pilot? What did you have to go through? And then, oh, by the way, what are you flying now? And they'll tell you all about the airplanes they're flying now, how they got to where they are. And it's an exciting opportunity to really talk to some really different people from all over the country, and how they ended up right there in Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Right.
Kind of fun.
Well, tell us about how about for the children? I know there's lots of activities that'll be taking place for younger ones after they've touched the planes and looked at the planes.
Exactly, and hopefully, they have a great opportunity to, have all kinds of fun. But we've got a kids zone area that we've got set up, and they'll have climbing walls and bouncy castles and all kinds of neat activity, hands-on, running around type of things for all the kids. Because they like to have hands-on, and then I'll go learn about World War II history. Okay, now I'm back to the rock wall,
That's
and
right.
okay, now it's time to go eat some funnel cakes and those kind of things. And then now they're in the bouncy castle. So I think that they'll have a really good time the entire time that they're there.
I'm sure. Now, speaking of food and vendors, so is there an opportunity for local businesses to become a part of Wings Over Wayne?
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a great relationship with the Goldsboro community,
That's
and
for
we
sure.
love that. So we want to make sure that they have the opportunity to come out and be a part of this wonderful experience. I mean, we're expecting hundreds of thousands of people to come into Goldsboro
That's
for
exactly
this.
right.
So we have a great commercial sponsorship opportunity for those folks, and if they want to get involved in the air show, then they can go to our website. I've got some contact information for them. I can put them in touch with our commercial sponsorship people, and they can actually be a part of the air show itself.
Well, speaking of hundreds of thousands of people coming to
Yes.
Goldsboro, the economic impact
Yep.
that an air show really has on our community is phenomenal.
People travel from all over to come here. It's a great opportunity for Goldsboro.
Absolutely.
For the hotels, the restaurants, the stores. We were talking about historic downtown.
Yes.
So people will be able to see how that's progressing, which is really exciting. I love the historic
Yes.
downtown area of Goldsboro. So for an entire weekend, probably from Thursday to Monday, we're going to have so many new people here.
We are.
And they're going to be able to experience Goldsboro and
see
Seymour
the
Johnson Air
growth.
Force Base and see how much we've grown and how
Absolutely.
exciting it is and how much and what it is about Goldsboro that you and I love so much.
Yeah, for sure. Well, speaking of your love for Goldsboro, tell me
Yes.
a little bit, if you will, Cuffs, about yourself. How did you end up in Goldsboro, and where have you been prior to Goldsboro?
Okay, so I entered the Air Force in 2000. I got my commission through an ROTC program. I went to the University of Texas at Austin and became a second lieutenant and went to pilot training. And I got to stay at pilot training for 4 years in Texas and teach other lieutenants how to fly. And it was always my dream to fly the F-15E. It was my favorite plane growing up, and I loved it. And I had to compete to try to have the opportunity to learn how to fly the F-15E. And I was able to be assigned to the F-15E, and all the training for all the F-15E pilots in the world happens right here in Goldsboro.
That is very special. That
It
is
is.
such a special statement that so many people, I think, don't realize that Seymour Johnson Air Force Base is such a huge training facility and makes such a difference across the world.
That's correct. And there are other countries that fly the F-15E, and everybody who is flying this airplane for the United States Air Force learns how to fly it right here. So it's pretty
That's
exciting.
a huge
So
statement.
I got here in 2005 and learned how to fly the F-15E, and I stayed in an operational squadron here. So I was able to stay here from 2005 until 2011. And
Okay.
I left for a couple of years, but I couldn't wait to come back. So I came back. I got back here in October 2013, and right back into flying the F-15E. So
amazing.
exciting job.
That's amazing. What is it that you love about small towns like Goldsboro?
So I grew up in a small town in Texas, and the really neat thing, and especially about being the air show director, is the people. You get to really talk to people, and they open up, and you can learn about their lives, where they're from, what they do, and I just really love the opportunity to talk to people, and you get that interaction more
Oh, yeah.
in a small town than
Yes,
you
you
do
do.
if you grow up in some kind of big city.
Yeah.
So
They're
that's what I
both
like.
great.
They are. They're wonderful. I don't want to take anything away from
Absolutely.
big city life, and I love going to Raleigh,
Oh, yeah.
for some nightlife and everything else like that. But nothing beats just hanging out local. And,
Great place to
in
raise a
small town.
family, isn't it?
It's wonderful. It's a wonderful place.
Well, talking about how people can have access to the air show, what is the cost?
Okay, so here's the thing: the air show is absolutely free.
Wow.
So please
Wow.
come
You
out
don't-
to
you
the
can't beat
come out to
free.
the base. No, you cannot beat free, and you can't beat what you get
Absolutely.
for not paying anything for
Yes.
coming to this event. It's going to be
What an
absolutely exciting. One thing we haven't talked about is we're going to have a concert performance.
Oh, yes.
And so I can't say who the performer is going to be, but it's
Do we
going
know
to be.
which day?
So definitely Saturday.
Okay.
And I'm working on trying to make that happen for Sunday as well. So
Oh, wow.
we'll wait and see. If you follow us on our website at
Which
Wings Over
is
Wayne.
wingsoverwayneairshow.com?
That's right, or wingsoverwayne.com. Either
Okay,
way,
perfect.
we'll get you to our website. We'll post when we contract our performers and who's going to be performing, when they're going to be performing.
Exciting.
And when we finally make the big announcement as far as our concert, it'll be right there.
Not a big secret right now.
That's
but
right,
we
big
know there's
secret.
a concert.
There's
Hold
going to be a
on tight.
concert. Yep. And so
We'll reveal it.
Luckily, we have a great partnership with the USO of North Carolina.
Oh, yes.
And they are working hard to find us the absolute best performer because
That's
they are
exciting.
extreme patriots as well,
Oh,
and
for
they
sure.
want to make sure that this is a wonderful world-class event, and they're out there working real hard to get us as concert performers. So I'm excited about that.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Lots of fun, exciting things happening coming up May 16th and 17th.
That's correct.
Mark your calendars right now
Yeah,
for the whole weekend.
You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it. A fun-filled weekend where you can experience what Seymour Johnson Air Force Base has to offer, get to know individual pilots, and walk away with the feeling of confidence and patriotism like maybe you've never had before.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for being with us today.
My pleasure.
We
Thank you for having
appreciate
me.
it. Everyone, mark those calendars, May 16th and 17th, right here, Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Check out the website, wingsoverwayne.com or wingsoverwayneairshow.com. We want to see you there, and that's what's happening at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Have you heard what's happening in Mount Olive, North Carolina? Well, joining me in the studio today is Julie Beck. She's the president of Mount Olive Area Chamber of Commerce, and she's here to tell us what's happening in her community. Hey, Julie, glad to have you back. You've been a busy little bee.
I have, Kim. I swear to God, I think I've been gone a lot lately, but
You
been
have.
doing things to represent Mount Olive and Wayne County, and that's always a good thing to promote our
It
communities.
sure is. It is. We were just talking about how you have been going to so many different festivals and conventions and meetings, all representing your community.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I just got back a couple weeks ago from the North Carolina Association of Festival and Events. Can you say that 3 times?
No, I can't say it one.
But that's an association that represents all the festivals in the state of North Carolina.
Okay.
And the Pickle Festival has been a part of that. BECK Week's a part of that. Wayne County Travel and Tourism. And each year they have an annual conference to help you plan a better festival and a better event, and to recognize people for the outstanding events.
Well, I hear you all won quite a few.
We racked up.
Yes, you did. So tell us.
Well, for the 20th year in a row, we've received
Wow.
a state award. This year we received 3 awards for our best merchandise. You're not going to believe what we won for.
I don't know. I'm anxious to hear this. What did you win for best merchandise?
This duct tape that has pickles all over it, and it says "Deal with it."
Too cute.
And the judges just had fits over
Oh,
it.
I'm
and
sure
and
they
now
did.
every festival is trying to find duct tape with seafood on it, or
Oh,
pigs,
yeah.
or something on it. You know,
Yeah. That is, deal with it. That is
So
cute.
best merchandise, best brochure, and Walmart
that's
and Mount
nice.
Olive has been a great sponsor for us for that, and we appreciate that. And best brochure, or best tabloid that the Mount Olive Messenger printed for us.
Well, that's nice. That's really nice. And now, didn't you personally get a different appointment?
I did. I was reelected back to the board of directors for the Association of Festival and Events. I served on it for about 8 years before, and now I've come back again, and I'm back on the board again.
That's fantastic. Well, now you said you saw quite a few people from Wayne County at this particular festival meeting or conference. Who did you see?
Well, I saw Betsy Roseman from Wayne Travel and Tourism, who also serves on the board of directors with me. Gretchen Reed was there. Mark Wilson was there. Excuse me.
From Goldsboro Parks and
From
Recreation.
Goldsboro Parks and Recreation. So again, it's great that our area is all together. That was at the next event.
Okay.
That our area is all together for to promote festivals and events in Wayne County.
Perfect. Well, you know, when you're trying to promote and learn, even after 20-some years of holding a festival, you're wanting to keep it fresh and new.
You're right.
They're the type things that you can learn from, and learn from others that are experiencing festivals and what happened and what worked and what maybe didn't work quite so well. And you can share your stories as well.
And you're right. I've been going to this conference for 20 years, and every year I come back with 5 or 6 new ideas easily.
Oh, wow.
Just talking with other event planners. I share ideas that we do. I get ideas from other people, and I always have a notebook full of things that I want to try and do. And
That's great.
it's a great learning experience to be a part of that.
And congratulations again on winning 3 awards.
Yes, it was awesome. And I also recently returned from the North Carolina Coast Host Conference, which is
Coast
Coast Host.
Okay.
It is 40 counties in eastern North Carolina. That's travel and tourism, chamber of commerce's, event planning, hotels, and they come together to promote tourism and all the areas in eastern North Carolina.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm sure you saw some local folks
I
there as
did.
well.
I think they're following me or something. Betsy Roseman from Wayne Travel and Tourism was there. Her and I both serve on that board of directors for that organization. And Major Andy Cuffs Ladd from Seymour Johnson Air Force Base was one of my speakers.
Oh, the director of Wings Over Wayne.
Wings Over Wayne. He was there promoting Wings Over Wayne to all the tourism people in eastern North Carolina, which is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Well, just had a talk with him recently, and we're so excited about what that's going to do for our entire community.
It is, and I've actually had a conversation with Cuffs about we're going to do some cross-marketing. He's going to promote the Pickle Festival on their website, and we're going to promote the Wings Over Wayne on our website, as well as he's going to bring some static displays down to the Pickle Festival, which is 2 weeks before their event, to just kind of help promote it and work together with each other.
That's the way our community works, right?
That is how it works. That's great.
You know, and Wayne County is known for that, for really working so well with other people in our community as well as outside our community.
We are not in competition with each other. All of our events in Wayne County, we're here to help make the community communities a better place, and that's what we need to do, is reach out to each other and help each other and make all of our events better events for everybody.
You're exactly right.
We got this figured out.
Don't we? I mean, well, tell me what else is happening. What's coming up down in Mount Olive?
Well, we recently had our chamber annual banquet.
Oh, how'd that go?
It was fantastic. And, you know, we partnered with the Mount Olive JCs to recognize outstanding citizens in our community. And, you know, that's always such an honor to see those people, to get those awards, people who deserve to be recognized for all the great things they do in our community.
You know, we have a lot of volunteering going on across from one side of the county to the other. And for people to be recognized for their hard work is really nice and very special.
It is, it is. And so that's always one of my favorite events of the year. And then we have coming up, we have the Cabin Fever Golf Tournament. The Mount Olive Chamber partners with the Mount Olive Rotary, which is kind of unique. Again, talk about partnering again, to put on a golf tournament.
So Cabin Fever?
Cabin Fever, because you know why?
Cabin Fever.
It's called Cabin Fever because it's held February 27th, and it could be a little chilly-willy outside.
Yes, it could. There's a slight chance that it might be a little
chilly. Last year was really chilly-willy.
Oh, gosh. So how do people sign up to be a part of this?
Well, they can contact me at the chamber office. And I can get them a thing. It's a three-person Super Bowl team, and it's $500 for a team, and that also includes a sponsorship. And most of it's usually a lot of companies and stuff that sign up there, employees and stuff. It's really nice.
And so this is held, I'm assuming, at Southern Wayne Country Club?
Southern Wayne Country Club. It's an all-day thing. It starts out with lunch provided by Highway 55, and then playing golf all day, and it ends with, of course, a steak dinner. You can't beat that.
Of course.
And the money that we raise is jointly split between the Rotary Club and to the Chamber. And of course the Rotary uses theirs for different civic organizations and giving back to the community, as the Chamber does as well.
Right. So that's coming up when?
February 27th. It's a Friday.
It's a Friday, February 27th. So if folks are interested in being a part of that or playing in that tournament, they can call you or visit your website.
That's right. That's right.
What is your website?
MountOliveChamber.com.
Doesn't get any easier than that. MountOliveChamber.com. There you go. Well, Julie, you always have something special going on in Mount Olive, and always got that brain ticking and thinking about pickles and Mount Olive and how you all can make things better and more interesting every single year, not just for the Pickle Festival, but for your community in general.
Yes, I agree, because you know what, I can't do the same old, same old. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Well, that's what makes it interesting, is you always have something new on the table. Not that you're doing away with things that have been successful. You're just adding to and sort of adapting just a little bit to keep it fresh.
That's exactly right. I think I'm a pretty creative person. I like to put that unique twist on things.
That's right.
And I think that's what
think
keeps
about
things
it. We
lively.
got dill pickle duct tape. I mean, really? That's pretty cute and pretty creative, and it wins awards.
Hey, what can I say?
Well, that's fantastic. And your website is Wayne County Chamber? No.
Oh.
Well, how about that, Kate Daniels?
Hey, Kate Daniels, you owe me, girl.
Yeah. MountOliveChamber.com. There we go. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Kim. Appreciate it.
And that's what's happening in Mount Olive, North Carolina.
And we're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. It is a Thursday, and it will be all day, I understand. Is that right?
That's right, all day long.
Okay, all day long. Today is the 12th of the month of February, and this month we're almost halfway through.
That's right. Don't forget this weekend, Valentine's. Make a special celebration.
That's right.
That's right. Celebrate those you love.
That's exactly right. It's a special day. Make the most of it.
That's exactly right.
All right.
Well, that was great about Wings Over Wayne, being able to have a conversation with our spokesperson.
With Major Major Ladd.
That's
yes.
exactly right. Mark your calendars, May 16th and 17th. You certainly don't want to miss that. It'll be a while before it's back, and it's an exciting 2 days.
It is an exciting 2 days, and when you said earlier, hundreds of thousands of people will be here.
Oh, for sure.
Hundreds of thousands, and in fact, one year, last time they had it, it rained
Yes,
one day.
it was a hurricane.
It was a hurricane.
Yes.
That's right, and the wind was horrible. We even had to postpone or put off one day. It was
Yes.
a 2-day event, so only had it for one day, but it was still hundreds of thousands of people attended that one day. It was a great event, and it is.
It's just one of those times whenever, if you don't have the opportunity to go on base, you can go, and they have a world-class fire department. It is
That they do.
so nice.
Yeah.
And there's just so many different, it's like a little city all its own.
Oh, it is.
And this is a really great learning experience for young people, to not only to learn about the base and to learn about service, but to also learn about time in history, learn about our pilots, learn about the different jets and the different air power that we've used through the years, and to be able to have conversations with these guys who have flown these planes is amazing.
It is amazing, and we're very proud of our base.
Yes, we are.
Indeed, we're proud of the history of our base. We have a lot to be thankful for. It's just it's a wonderful organization. We're very proud of Seymour Johnson Air Force Base.
And what a great partnership we have with them. The city, the county, our community
Yeah,
have with the base.
That indeed we do.
You make us proud.
You know what? I cannot find it. I know I had it, but it was here a minute ago, and now it isn't. Like that never happened before, right? Oh, here we go. Here we go. See, today's the 12th. Oh boy, Joe
Yes.
Garagiola having a birthday today. Baseball star and sportscaster. Joe
Yeah.
Don Baker, the actor. Oh, Garagiola's 89 today.
Good gracious.
Joe Don Baker's 79. Joanna Kearns, the actress, is 62. Arsenio Hall is 59.
I used to love watching him on TV.
A funny
With
guy.
and in the movies with his comedic acts and various things.
Christina Elise, she was on Beverly Hills 90210. She played Emily. She's 50 today. She was also on ER as Tracy
Okay.
Harper. John Michael Higgins is a very funny guy, but nobody knows who he is. John Michael Higgins was in the TV show Community. He's in Raising the Bar. He was in Arrested Development, but I remember him best from Happily Divorced.
Oh, yeah.
With,
I remember
with
that show.
Fran, what's her name?
Fran Drescher.
Yeah, yeah. He's a very funny guy and very straight.
Fran Drescher from The Nanny.
Yes.
The show The Nanny.
Josh Brolin, he is 50 today, and Josh Brolin's 47. Sarah Lancaster's 35, and Christina Ricci is having a birthday. She too is 35. And I want to go ahead and mention right now, we talked a lot about Seymour Johnson Air
Yes.
Force Base. A former base commander is having a big birthday tomorrow. He will be 92.
Wow.
So congratulations to Chuck Yeager.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
Chuck
wow.
Yeager, first man to break the sound barrier. There you go.
My goodness.
Very proud. 92. All
Well,
right.
guess what? It's time to end it for today. We will be back tomorrow.
That we will, and I hope you're right there where you are right now, because we'll be right here, and with all that, until tomorrow. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.